If you're looking for a smartphone rig that can hold everything, check this out. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. So, if you have a lot of accessories that you want to plug into your smartphone and use them all the time, like a microphone, external lights, those types of things, then this rig might be for you. So I picked this up. It's the SPR-5, and it is metal. This is supposedly a pretty high quality mobile phone rig, and you can use it pretty much with any phone. It's going to be pretty universal. We do have a little wrist lanyard right here. It's kind of a big thick neoprene type of one, and then we have a clamp for your smartphone itself, which is really nice. You can see we have two bubble levels, so you'll know if you're holding it at an angle, which is actually pretty important because you don't want to make everyone sick when you're filming. And then this clamp right here has a little notched V on the top and the bottom covered in rubber, and then you just twist this to raise it up and then twist it down to hold it in place. Now I do want to show you that there is a little shoe on the top of this, so you could put something right adjacent to the phone. You also have a knob on the back here, so I can move it, get horizontal or vertical modes, and then tighten it down, and that stays right in place like that. 1/4-inch screw on the bottom right there. I think that will screw into the mount itself, which is right here. And this is really nice. I think this is all aluminum. It's got this really cool kind of bluish gunmetal color to it, but man, it is light. We have rubber pads on the vertical sides here, so we can hold it just like this, and it feels good in the hand. I like that it adds a little bit of thickness. This is all actually really thin. But what I want to show you here is that, yes, now if I took this and installed it right here, and we do have a 1/4-inch screw on the bottom with a thumb screw just like this. I like that it has another 1/4-inch receiver on the bottom, so you could absolutely put this on top of a tripod, which I think a lot of people will do. But this thing is super modular. First of all, we have two shoes right up here, so I could put a microphone, I could put a separate light right up here. I have that other shoe right here. I could put something else up there. On these little angled sides, I have 1/4-inch screws, so I could stick things out right there. On the bottom, I have 1/4-inch screws right here, and then it looks like 1/2-inch screws holes right down here too. So man, this thing will just hold a ton of stuff. For me, really all I really want to do is usually put on an LED light and then a microphone, so that I can plug in the microphone, plug in the light, and that really actually improves the quality of what I'm filming. Especially if it's dark and grainy, that's not very good. And if you can't hear me or hear what I'm shooting, that's not great either. But I really love the fact that you get these little bubble levels, these reminders, so if I'm starting to get a little lazy, right up there, I'll know, and I can bring that back to 0 just like that. And if I'm in vertical mode, I can watch this bubble level too and just make sure that that is level as well. So I love the look, I love the construction. Let's attach some stuff to it and see if it works. So here's what the rig looks like when it's set up. It's super easy to handle with just one hand, and I also love the fact that the top here is cut out, so if you have a microphone on the shoe right there, obviously it sticks up, and even if you have a big phone, a phablet, and this clamp is extended all the way, it's not going to interfere or hit any part of the rig itself, which is really awesome. So let's see what it's like when you're using it. All right, so here I've got the rig set up with my iPhone in it, and one thing I will say and that I'm really happy about is that the rig will obviously hold my iPhone 13 Pro Max. I think that's the whole name. And so obviously it is in there, fits no problem. I don't think there's a lot of phones that are much bigger than mine. And I've got the microphone plugged in here, so I'm capturing the audio from the microphone in the rig itself. Now, I want to show you what it's like to walk around and hold this. All right, what makes this really great here is that I can obviously hold this. I've actually flipped the microphone around. That shoe makes it really easy to do. And I can walk around here and I can have both hands on the rig itself, and I think it really helps stabilize it, because instead of twisting the phone when you're holding it in your hand, having it in the rig here adds a little more mass, makes it a little more stable. And so even though I'm walking and there's like some jostling and bumping and jarring on the phone, it doesn't really come across as much. So the rig is a nice, cheap, easy way without really adding a full steady cam to just kind of smooth it out and get better shots. And I can see the little bubble levels there too. They seem to be working. So if you're looking for a smartphone rig that has tons of shoes, can hold a ton of accessories from lights to microphones to everything else that you can think of, I think you should pick up this one. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.
We can discover more and explore so much deeper.